Let me be clear and specific. The title of this video is The Downside of Taking Breaks, meaning breaks are a bad thing. Not all breaks are bad. I am specifically talking about the breaks from the everyday grind. If you are a runner and you sprain your ankle, I'm not saying don't take a break. Take a break and heal your ankle. I was watching a video on YouTube about contracting jobs. Yes, I love to watch videos and learn. Watching videos is great. However, there are a lot of videos online only there to distract you. As I'm watching this video, the person mentions taking breaks. He's referring to one person specifically. One person who he knows said, "My plan is to take a 6-month break when I get out of the Air Force." Almost 3 years later, he's still unemployed on that break. I'm going to link that video if I find it in the description below so you can watch it. I like videos where they teach and they're very informative videos that I actually can gain something from. Videos with genuine good advice that are trying to help you. When he said that, I immediately thought of myself. You see, I'm a reservist in the military. You do your time training and learning a job, all while on active duty, and then you go home. That time passes by a lot quicker than you think, and when you return home, you are essentially on break. You are on break because you no longer need to do something where you're being held accountable. You don't have to wake up at a certain time now. You don't have to work unless you have bills. You don't have to work 12 hours anymore. You are now holding yourself accountable, which is a harder thing to do. Having a job, being in school, or going to college, we still have other people to hold us accountable. If you watched my last video on my lowest moment in life, in that video, I basically explain how I came to join the military. And I joined very quickly because I felt like I was behind on where I should be, leaving me only a couple of days to do all the research I could on what I was about to experience. One of the videos I ended up watching was specifically a Marine reservist video. The video explains a little bit of the training and the day-to-day life, but it also dives into the reserve aspect of coming back home. The person in the video was saying it can be difficult to come back home because for the first time, you are not on active duty anymore. You go from every day on active duty life to full stop. This was his experience. Only months of training had this effect. So you can imagine if you're active duty for years, that feeling may increase. However, he warned others about this, that he was happy to be home and life continues. He still felt lonely and he missed his friends and he missed the grind. He said, "I'm not gonna lie, when I got back home, I felt a little bit depressed and I fell into a rut. Basically just unproductive and unmotivated. When I got home from my active duty time, I also fell into a lazy state of being." The purpose of me making this video is to inform you. When you take a break, it's almost always harder to stop that break. It starts to compound against you. The longer you are in that break, the worse it gets. An easy solution is why take that break in the first place? Chances are you don't need that break from the grind. And if you do, really plan ahead so that it's not a long break. That story I told you about the reserves, it's only one example of the negativity of breaks. But there are many times when we come across these breaks. The first time for many of us is right after high school. Unless you are being held to a standard by your parents, you don't need to go to college. You are enrolled in school younger than you are able to make decisions, so school is just something you do. But once high school ends, now you have to be accountable yourself. Also, once college ends, it also applies. Maybe you don't get a job right after college, and the longer the time passes that you don't have a job, you start to think, maybe I can't get a job. Or maybe you say, it's only a matter of time, but that time starts to add up if you take it for granted. Check this out. Not going to college or not getting a job is not the only type of break. When you are working or studying in school, you are surrounded by people your age every day. You may want to keep up your health more since you are in this environment. Not always the case, but for many of us, we try to be healthier and to look better. Take a break from that, and before you know it, you could find yourself unemployed and out of shape for years. Simply getting older isn't much of a problem. It's about how we use that time. If this is you right now, This could be your wake-up call. You probably don't need a break. I know right now, I always want to be inspiring others, like I was inspired myself, at any age I am. I have goals set for when I'm 80 years old. I know what kind of person I want to be, a person I can be proud of, and that means little breaks. Maybe the way we think about breaks also needs to change. Why does a break have to be stopping work or traveling somewhere? We will always set the standard for what type of breaks we need to take. That's the end of the video. If you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. It doesn't really matter. And share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you thought. I hope this video was helpful and it made some sense. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.